to make decisions or whatsoever. Now, at this time, I'm going to nominate, or put some names, not nominate, but put some names before you, and for you to consider for possible positions on this representative body. Dr. Nuruddin, are you here, Dr. Nuruddin? Yes, will you stand just in case? I think everyone knows, but just in case, we don't know. Dr. Nuruddin, Imam Qasim Ahmed, I don't know if Imam Abdul Malik is here or not, but if he's here, will you stand, please stand? Imam Abdul Malik. And Imam Mustafa Al-Amin. Yeah. And Imam Pliman Tawheed Al-Amin. He's sitting here with me to the right in case you don't know him. Yeah. So I have given 5 persons' names to you, right? 5 persons' names. Now, I would think that we'd have to have sisters too on this body, in this body. And I would like to see our editor on this body, represented on this body. I think all of you all know our editor, Sister Mustafa. Aisha Mustafa. Yes. Now, thank you. Thank you. These are persons that I know have our best interest as their number one concern. Quran, our Prophet Muhammad's leadership model, person model, human person model, etc. And Imam Nabiuddin Muhammad's thinking. So I know these persons will serve us, and we will be satisfied with them serving our interests. But we need also on this representative body professional people. We need someone in medicine. We need medicine, I mean health, but preferably a doctor. We need someone in medicine. We need someone in law, preferably an attorney, a practicing attorney. And we need someone in government. And that person, I would hope, if he could stand all this extra burden that I'm asking him to accept, would be His Honor, Judge David Shaheed. But many other persons, I don't know. This representative group could be as many as 50 people. But let's try to keep the number down. Let's try to keep it small. And don't ever think anymore of one location for what you have to do. This white man has made communication so easy. And I say white man, I know a few Asians and a few black men, a few Africans have been working in the field of technology too. I know they didn't do it all by themselves. But we have to give them credit. It was the white man's work. And they get the credit for most of it. We should use what the lesson say. Write down the morning times. That's what it said. Quick thinking, fast moving, right down to modern times. We want to keep up with modern times. And they got all this technology now. We can even have visual presence, as they say. And visual presence will be much cheaper to set up than bringing us all physically in one room like we are now. Hotel bills and food bills and being away from home and away from our jobs and everything. So you don't know what the total cost. Average one that's not in business, they don't know how to figure costs. And that's how come we fail in business all the time, because we don't even know our costs. Don't know how to figure our costs. And most of us, if you would really figure your costs, you would close up your shop right now.
That's right.
Yeah, you don't know your costs. So we could have the benefits of fax machine and the benefits of email, the website, and all of this. We can have all this working for us. And we can be scattered all around, but our office could operate from any situation because of the benefits of communication technology. Now, the Shura takes up what? The issue of decision on matters and command. It's authority, that's what it is, authority, command, authority. You have to not look at Shura as a word out of context. You have to look at Shura as a word in the context of the Quran, where this word was given its meaning. The word didn't have meaning until it came in the context of Revelation. So look at Shura in the context of the Quran, and when you do that, you'll see that the whole concern there for Shura is that we don't have arbitrary decisions made by any one individual or any combination of persons, that they will not make arbitrary decisions without knowing what is the will and judgment in the people collectively. And the people collectively are not people without Quranic knowledge who have proven their ability to communicate to us what God says on matters of importance. And they have the ability, they have knowledge of Muhammad's life, how he lived, peace be upon him, and they have the ability, proven their ability to communicate to us what Muhammad's example says to us regarding a particular issue or a particular matter of concern. So unless there's a need to make a decision on something and to give authority to something, well, why do we need Shura? Shura is only needed when there's a need to give a position, to establish a position, and authority for that position. Authority to act, or authority to advise, or authority to communicate something, etc. Are those that when they are having to give a command on order, they do it by consultation amongst themselves. That's the Quran. Sadaqallahu al-Azim. That's the Quran. rulers are those who obey God and obey his messengers and those charged with authority. This is also what God says, Sadaq Allahu al-Azim. Oh, that's wrong. He only supposed to say that if he's quoting in Arabic. Sadaq Allahu al-Azim. And let me give you that in English too. Thus spoke God, the mightiest. Yes. Now, you know what I'm doing? I'm trying to help you all get out of your unnecessary straitjackets.
Yes, greetings. Straight jacket, I'm telling you. So we want to continue to project the fact that leadership, responsible leadership, and leadership to embrace us as a people, African people in the diaspora, African people who respect ourselves as African people, not disrespecting ourselves, because we do disregard ourselves. But if we lose respect or respectability for ourselves, yet again, we're at zero. And we need to understand leadership because it's wide. We can have leadership in economics, have leadership in administration, we can have leadership in health, we can have leadership in development, we can have leadership in education, we can have leadership in social science, we can have leadership in law, we can have leadership in life, health, and death. In total, what I'm trying to say is there's not one department or institution or area of human development that leadership is not required. We're not owning a land or governing a land, so we can't have total leadership, as in a president or an imam of shura or a prime minister. So we would have all these leaderships, all these peoples that would represent different departments of our infrastructure. Yes, you see? And whether you're Pan-African or not, but if you are Pan-African, one has to understand the dynamics. You can't be a Pan-African and be disrespectful. You cannot be African and seeking African liberation and African freedom and African everything and be disrespectful. You cannot be cussing out people's mothers and wives and daughters and then you're saying, or you would like people to appreciate you as a Pan-African. No. No. The label is right, but is the label being used Marcus Garvey, Kwame Ture, even Martin Luther King, Malcolm, Medical Shabazz Al-Mawali, and Kwame Ture, um, yeah, I mentioned Kwame Ture already, and Coma, even W.D. Du Bois did not misuse Pan Africanism. So these brothers in America, many of them are very, very bright. And they know what marketing on the internet and image actually does. So I'm actually hoping that one of those Pan African platforms that do not behave and present Pan African only the color of the flag and some talking points when they're in trouble. When they're in trouble, when they create troubles for each other, then you hear that this platform is a Pan African platform. But it doesn't project itself as a Pan African platform. It's a falsified talking point that is being used. It doesn't. There's no African respect. There's no rule of thumb. There's no rule of thumb. I'm constantly asking them to apply for passports and travel to the continent. They want to tell people, again, up on their platform, that they don't have nothing to do with East Africa. And they don't come from East Africa. And nobody that was captured is East African or were East African. Them just want to deal with Nigeria and Ghana. But yet still they're saying Pan-African. I'm very, it's disturbing, mentally disturbing. And then Egypt, because obviously many of them are fed up. Everything being validated by Egypt. And everybody's trying to break down the hieroglyphic or something of something. But they discredit us from Egypt. You know what I mean? We weren't the developers of the area, neither were we the intellects of the schools. We just weren't. I don't know what role they think we played. And that's disturbing because they would make that point so clear by saying, no, ain't got nothing to do with no black African man or woman. So I don't know if they think that somehow some beings came from outer space or, you know, there was something spectacular that happened and we're not privileged to this kind of mental explosion. Yes, I don't hear anybody speak of Ethiopia because, you know, everyone is fashionable now to have natty in America. You know, Jay-Z came and spoiled the image of dreadlocks. Yeah, man, I am twist up him either put on a wig or something, and then it became something big all around Brooklyn, everywhere. Chicago, Ray, you know what I mean? And so on. Artificial. And then sometimes you tag one of them ear, you find say a week. Yeah, you know. So there's this to me, for me, there's this problem. And to hear the Imam just mention the internet and the emails and everything, and how we can bring ourselves in a space without actually having to go out in an arena and so forth. So, in terms of financial control, we would have a lot of control once we are linked up with this, using these technologies and so forth. And to remember that we play a great part in the development, if not the developers of this internet. But the people who are spending the money and netting the world is other than us. Okay. Marcus Garvey would feel very well. The boys and everyone would feel very well to know that there is this type of information platform or informational tool. Marcus Garvey would feel like, wow, telephone, letters, you know what I mean? Communicating with people in seconds. But we're misusing it and telling lies. So I'm going to come back to those people because they're young men. They've got a front, again, which is a school. It works. Our educational STEM program, it works. I deeply feel and would like to feel that it's not an extremely bright, orchestrated con. Seriously. Because yesterday there was an issue. The last month has been a serious issue. And I tried to make the brother understand, that there are some people there who are jealous of him and what he's accomplished to date. And whether they are sent there by organization, forces, or the system to derail him and others, I don't know. I'm not there. But it's how they act, how they react, and words they use. And there's other people that's made this clear to him. And I don't know if this is an exercise to try and fish out and him to know. But that but is a conjunction. He's aimed his energy on two Jamaicans. One who teaches for him, teaches in his school, or the school that he's established, and his wife and others. And the other one who's a practicing scientist, or he practiced science. I mean, to me, he doesn't know a lot about science, but at the same time, he's learning something about science. He talks too much. And to me, and some of the stuff he's talking, it's outside of his depth. He hasn't got a clue. The science that I know, that I was taught, and I can remember without Googling like he does, is outside of his depth. But it's YouTube, I mean, like I'm doing now, people can talk. And he can talk for like 15 minutes without taking a breath. I don't know how he does that. I don't know how he goes to work and he's still online. If I was his employer, I have fired him long time because he talk all day long, right? And he lets everyone knows, I'm on my way to work, and the next 7 hours, the brother has not come up for fresh air. So I don't know how he does that. I don't know if he's self-employed or not, but he likes his voice to be heard, and he does be so wrong of his dissertation in relation to science. Then you got a little lot that dislikes anyone that have faith, and he will curse you straight up. All about your mother this, your wife this, and what do you do in front of your face to them, and blah, blah. Now, this is where I don't understand how the brother who owns the platform and he's got his support that keeps an eye on how the platform is actually doing, monitoring things, how they let that happen. They behave like they don't have mothers and wives, sisters, partners. I just don't get it. I don't get it. And then to calling each other by derogatory names as men. They're not young boys. They're men. Unless they're just telling YouTube that, because they let people understand how old they are and their journey in life. Yesterday, the brother spoke a lot about Omar, and I felt that was deflective because the situation that was at hand had nothing to do with no Omar or Sanetta. It was all about him and his crew, his platform, and how he himself spoke about the two Caribbean brothers. And then let other people come on his panel and abuse them. And one actually said, the one who's a teacher, that he going to leave. Now, whether that brother's making jokes or whether they're joking or not, I mean, not joke that you laugh at, but whether, because sometimes they just say things and within a couple of hours, they turn around and said that it was just talk. Now, I don't know how I would stand up in front of someone that would demean my mother that have nothing to do with anything and say how they would sex my mother in front of, listen here. Now, I don't know how I could stand up there, listen to this, not say, do anything, and then 2 hours later you're going to turn around and tell people that we were just jive talking. No. I think sometimes it's when the YouTube people write them and tell them to justify themselves, and they come back saying blah, blah, blah. Because they're the only platform that I've experienced. They can get blocked this morning, and within 3 hours, they're back on. The same platform. Now, I don't know how that works, because I've had some ins and outs with YouTube and their policies, how they keep changing, and you read them, and you get strikes. I don't know how they do that, but big up to them. They may have some insider, but big up to them for how they do, right? They had a LGBT video that someone just infiltrate this space and put the thing up there, and it was disgusting, sickening and disgusting, and that was the longest that they were off. Yeah, they were off about 2 weeks. You understand? Because somebody was on their station, and however the person were showing some rap this and that, someone got a backdoor squeeze and just dropped a triple X filthy stuff. And the person who was running the platform at the time, I think he pretended that he was sleeping on. Well, you can't see them. But someone alerted him and he shut the stream down and then opened it back. But then the notice came straight up in us, the viewers and people who were in the chat were notified. I'm rambling with all this because I really believe, and I didn't want to use that word, that the brother is sincere. I would like to, but before I'm liking to now, I accept it. Because I listened to his inductions and so forth. But one thing I did not hear, and I put in the chat, that, what is the rules? Do they have a mission statement, a constitution, and so forth? And there were some brothers from Europe, France and Holland and so forth that said there's so many Pan-African, so-called Pan-African people around, but they're just using the name. So can they explain, and what are their constitution and so forth, and what is their mission state? And I was like, yeah. But they made him like he was an agitator, and they discredited him. And the brother argued with them for weeks. Not argue, but put his point to them for weeks. And what they did was belittle him until people start threatening one another. And he vowed that he would come to Brooklyn and blah, 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 right? And he just said, no, you guys are a bunch of chumps, man. You're just using the flag and the name. And now that brother is on another station. Well, he wasn't on a station, but what they call them trolls. But he lets people to understand what Pan-African is, what it is to be a Pan-African. And keep them updated with Pan-African news from the diaspora and on the continent. And update with different officers, different administrators. Wow. So this brother here now, with this alleged Pan-African station, platform, they don't have none of that. None of that. Them just have vulgarity to the max. So here what happened, my brothers, I know the other day me drop a bone, me throw a bone. But I hear the bone, I realize the bone is being picked up because of things you all have said. Yeah? So I'm saying what I'm saying right now because I know that you people listening. So all of this is for you. Honor. Enough for we. That's for honor.
Now that the change has come, we must have some fun.
Change, you know what I mean? Hey, Buddha. Buddha.
It's not every day we're gonna be the same way. There must be a change somehow. There are bad times and good times.
Buddha, them kick you. You're in pain, man. Listen, this is for you, Buddha.
Well, yeah, now. Na 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 na. Can't keep on.
Yeah, you see what I'm now? You didn't have a big friend, you know. You have your honors degree, you have your bachelor and everything. Oh, you stoop to anybody for it. You don't need to do that. And even if you didn't have those things, he's a man and he's a rasta. Oh, you bow down and beg people friendship. Stop it, man. Are you a fault that? You understand? Them should have just trim you. Cause are you a fault? Know your company.
Well, yeah, now. Na 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 na. Can't keep on.
And you know what you should do now? Get your passport sorted out and take a trip back home and see where you can fit yourself in relation to education, whether it's the University of the West Indies or any other community school and everything, and give your services there. Be with who would eventually, you know what I mean, love you because you never been out there in decades. So here what happened. Isn't that the best thing to do? And then you can just, everything natural. You know what I'm saying? Everything natural, star. The sister them, the wind, yeah? The wind, the water, you understand? Fresh food, everything natural. Cocoa tea, natural.
Well, yeah, now. Na 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 na. Can't keep on living this way. Well, yeah, now. Whoa, my brethren, yeah. It's not every day we're gonna be the same way.
Buddha!
There must be a change somehow.
Yeah, boy.
Cause there are bad times and good times too.
A life, man.
So have a little faith in what you do, cause you don't seem to realize the things we've got to face in life. Today we're up and tomorrow we're down. So
Buddha, may I tell you, man, them sound that you know here for many, 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 many years. That's true. Go home, man. Come here. Yo, after we culture now, we don't have to import the culture and start. You know what I mean? After we think, man, we created this. Dennis Emmanuel Brown, you know? Listen, listen, listen.
It's time you settle down and to try to concentrate on getting a weekly pay instead of begging
And that the brother make you do. You beg him every day to write it. And you say you settle down and do what you do because you don't have your degree, your master, everything. You never beg it. You understand? You did not beg for that, Star. And as a Rasta, you got it. Because you never beg for it. See? You never stink or nothing like that. You have your integrity, your faculty is sharp. You understand? So honor your mother and your father and everything nice. You understand me? Listen, Buddha. Stop big people. Dennis Emmanuel Brown, listen. How do you feel? A feeling that is real, huh? Yeah. As a good Bible is gonna tell you.
How do you feel?
It's got to be
when you're walking on the road and there are folks
that will say
that criticize you each time you pass them by.
And you let that youth there, that boy they come call himself Truth, and the other one called Mizzo, talk you say he's a coconut and all kind of something. And you still engage with them, Star, you're not no coconut man. Make them man they back off and go away. You understand? About them trying to disrespect you and they can't find no superlatives to use but say a watermelon picker and a coconut. No, Star. All them man they don't have nothing to offer. Nothing.
Assist without vision, the people perish. Where there is no knowledge, they build their house of nonsense.
How do you feel? How do you feel?
And you're living just a little cause your life ain't a little so easy. Alright, living that easy.
How do you feel when you're walking on the road and there are folks that criticize you each time you pass them by? In their own way, yes, in their own way. See, the way you live and the things you do in life makes them hesitate and wonder how you live the way you do. But they'll never get next to you. No, they'll never get next to you. No.
See, today for them and tomorrow for you, man. Exclusively yours.
The world is a ghetto. This whole world is a ghetto. Don't in the ghettos out. Don't in the ghettos out.
Yo, big youth, come in, man. Buddha, I for you this, man. Special request for you, man. Straight to your conscience. You understand me? Seriously.
Honor your mother and your father.
Listen,
So that your days may be long now. Judge not your brother, nor your sisters. No way, yeah.
music, you know.
When you walk, ride or drive, take it easy. Living just a little cause your life ain't easy. Well, if you give, you get, you do to others, you would have them do to you without tell you. The wise man built his house on the rock, but the fool on the sand.
Tell them, Buddha, tell them.
Hand in hand and hands in hands, we can make it if you try. Spit in the sky, it will fall in your eye, and that's no lie.
Tell them.
Still living just a little, but your life ain't a little so easy. Keep on trying one more time.
Yeah, me I try to show you, you have to beg them for nothing higher. See? Don't beg them and you don't have to beg them. Come here, mommy.
Honor your mother and your father, so that your days may be long now. Judge not your brother.
Yo, Yankee boy, you see, you see, even the stick for the drum, we could have bought that in America. You see the same drum, we could have bought that in America. What else? Oh, the microphones, we could have bought that in America. See it? Even the mixer, we could have bought that in America. Nothing else. So mind we wanna chat, see. You see? Because we never buy education in America. And if we did share it from our own African brothers and sisters. So mind we wanna say. See? So if you want to go down to Florida and see the Maroons and spend a time, a month, reasoning and eating with them, you see the hospitality. See? So mind we wanna try say. So we could have get the drumstick, even the drum, the microphone, even a piano, and maybe a guitar. Maybe. But don't fool yourselves. Because if you have money, you can buy things. You see? Okay. Buddha.
Honor your mother and your father, so that your days may be long now. Judge not your brother, nor your sisters. No way, yeah. How do you feel?
That is real, you know.
When you're walking on the road,
It's manual ground.
and there are folks that criticize you each time you pass them by. In their own way, yes, in their own way.
Produced by the man called Gus Clark.
See the way you live and the things you do in life makes them hesitate and wonder how you live the way you do.
Yo, I 4 pieces, me getting 4 different pieces in. I go you call Jamaican reggae music. You can do them something there, up there, sir. Eh? What? Really? Can you? You never tried, have you? Try now.
Today for me, tomorrow for you. I'm on my table, that you're living on the ghetto. You're trying on the ghetto, if you're trying on the ghetto, call the life ain't easy. Hey, you walk uptown, you want to go around town. You living on the town, wanna live in just a little, cause the life isn't easy. Living on your own, me tell you, to what we doing on that. Hey, good guys, and let me tell you about the life in the ghetto. Every man should really have the chances. Say, to keep that little children, them
See, we don't play game star. A live musician, them, you know, you think, say, what, a Casio and some, no, star, artificial, no, proper things. Come here. Yeah, you buck up on the real bad boy, you know. Me, oh. Augustus Clark, you know.
How do you feel when you're walking on the road and there are folks that criticize you each time you pass them by?
Yeah, I ghetto with them, you know. I ghetto, see. When we play music like this, I ghetto youth, them, you know. You understand? We look after we mother, look after we father, you know, my grandmother, my grandfather, auntie, uncles, nephew, nieces, brother, sister, and the neighbors too, you know what I'm saying, man? Roast some corn and have some ganja tea and enjoy ourselves correctly, you know what I mean? And the morals are shining through our eyes. See? So stop your funky, disrespectful talking, star. Come here, John Holt. Yeah, oh, our musicians, them work and our drummers work. You understand? You have to have respect and stop saying you're Pan-African and all you're doing is disrespecting and let people them look upon us as people that don't have no kind of integrity. You understand? Q, you have to change yourself, star. I've kind of feelings that you're abusing the flag. Something inside my system and I don't want that feeling. So you have to justify what you're doing. You understand? And all those dirty, stinking, talking people, you have to move them because you have a school. So if you have a school and I'm a parent and I hear your YouTube or, you understand, or someone tells me, and then I listen in, and then I hear the way people them talk to one another. And the profanities that are used and the degrading stuff that is used about someone's wife and mother, star. No. How can I then feel to send or bring my child or my sister or brother's child to your institution or the institution that you're involved with? That can't happen. We come up with a thing where our grandparents them say, listen, show me your company and I'll tell you who you are. So if you want to tell us that these people that's on your station day after day, your panel day after day, your platform, they're not your company, then you're lying. You're lying, Star. You've got your homebred homies, or whatever you call them. And the sisters whose husband wanted to have lunch with one of the man them to make him understand there's nowhere on this earth that he would tolerate a man talking to his wife like that. You want to try defend the person who are monitor something for you. The person was disrespectful towards that sister. And the sister actually broke down. We never see her crying, but she broke down. You can hear it in her voice. And she asked the person who controlled something, are you not going to help me? So what did she do? She said, I'm going to call my husband. And what did the husband tell her to do? Tell the brother, let me reason this thing out. And the brother must have was scared at the first day, because he agreed that he meet the man and they will eat our food and speak. But what happened? He never show up. And he never had the courtesy up to now to ring through and say, yeah, I couldn't make it and let's rearrange. And the sister come up and said, what happened? Which was nothing. The brother never say, watch out, I'm going to do you this. Why would he do that when him say, him go book the restaurant and everything? And the brother agree. So I could have said, listen, I don't want to meet you and talk to you or nothing. So I'm sorry that I was heated and spoke to your wife like this. I didn't even know so that you understand, 'cause a lot of you, you behave like when I don't understand life. You presume and speculate too much. You understand? And I gave you so much hints about your own platform and the image is portraying, right, which is a very bad image. Because when people check you out, why would they allow you to have a license to teach or to set up some form of institution? Why? Are you going to tell me that you bandulu that and you can do anything you want in Brooklyn and take care of children? No, Star. You're making people believe so that you're the architect of everything. No, it don't go so. It don't go so. So them can pull the plug on you. Just like that and shut down everything that you have done or accomplished so far. You're not paying attention, Star, to the morals of African people. Right? And whether you're so-called hoodie brother or not, a foolishness. You don't come out right now and say you do something for African people and behave and project. No, all that stuff is, man and man them and woman will travel and does travel. Your Waterloo, if you don't change, is coming. So don't feel sick because you're in the United States and running up your mouth about Pan-African that all is good. No, not go so again. Not go so again. You understand? You will get a visit. Because these are serious times for us as African people. We cannot be going against ourselves. And we cannot be scamming and misusing ourselves. No, we all have to look at our own laundry. And none of you qualified to validate other African people about their faith. Whose business is that? The people that you are supposed to be supporting, Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey was a Baptist or something like that. And a Rasta that gave Marcus Garvey his biggest push. So work it out. It had nothing to do with us about his damn baptism or whatever the hell it was. What are you gonna say? Is that they much prefer Selassie than him? No, Aya. Garvey said, look to Africa for the crowning of a king. So by the time we get to read this thing and understand this thing about the king was the Lion of Judah. But we also, a lot of us also realized and understood that it was Menelik to be crowned, not Selassie. Selassie don't come out of David. He doesn't come out of Solomon. He's not Sheba's son. Now, why did I go over there? I'm trying to tell you that this time is a serious time. Nobody's going to get away with this nonsense about defaming us. We haven't got the time. We ain't got the time. The energy that we have is all about liberation. It's all about freedom. It's all about emancipation. It's all about traveling to that continent. It's all about. And if you've got children, which you have, you should feel proud to think that you're there with an institution that can guide your children to science and technology and have a beautiful big garden for them to explore called Africa. A beautiful, beautiful, huge garden for them to explore called Africa. Star, wake up. But I'm telling you, don't feel sick because you keep mentioning Omar yesterday, like if he could get away with it, you can get away. No, he ain't got away with nothing. He haven't. It's you that allow him to dance around people. Because you want to don't go and grab him up and say, yo, stop this, you know. Nah, you're like chat on YouTube and get numbers and say you're exposing him. Exposing what? You haven't closed him down. You haven't closed him down. So you're not a Pan-African. You're a general. You're a joker. You're a joker. You need to change. Change something. Do something. And prove to us in Africa and across the diaspora that you're not a follower of Omar. And let me tell you about Omar right now. Omar grew up as a Muslim. In father and mother, everybody. And Omar feels strong and good to be a Pan-African. But he abused the Pan-African administration. Know that about him. That's what happened with him. He abused it. And he disrespected elders and leadership. He didn't like anyone directing him. So what he did is got a lot of information, a lot of contacts, and start running his own thing. Became a rebel. Huh? And his father's the one who exposed him. His own father. Now, why am I saying he hasn't got away? It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is dealing with him. Everything that he tries to do in the dark, doesn't you see it coming to light? Everything he does. Everything he does. And listen to him carefully how he trips himself up. But greater things are going to happen to him. Not that we wish it. It's him do it to himself. It's him who are and have done it to himself. His own father testified in front of him and plead with him, made sure with him, and cried with him. And he walked away from his father. So who am I? I'm nobody. And everybody else is nobody. Right? You understand? So he's chosen to do what he does. And you know what I mean? And you all may think he's free. You may think he's free. He's not. He's not. Next time you see him, invite him to your school, him and Dr. Smalls, and ask him just this one question. Yo, do you sleep proper? Just ask him that. No big thing, and I just say, listen, do you sleep properly? And if he asks you, what do you mean? Just say, do you sleep properly? Or when last you knew that you actually slept. And him can't tell you a thing, you know. See? That's it. The one thing that's different about you and what you've been saying in relation to him, I don't know why you directed us to Omar yesterday. I don't know what you did that for, right? Because you're very bright. But the thing is, Omar knows how to deflect. Are you trying to learn from him? He knows how to do that. Now, you have got a program running. He hasn't. He talks about ADHD, blah, but he ain't got nothing running, only what he does for himself, and he goes around, you know, meddle around, doing what he's doing. He gets to know, right? That's what he does. But you've got something running. That's the big difference. I hope it's not a screen. I really do. I hope it's not a screen, brother. Because you could know 10,000 brothers in the hood as you keep all this talk. Yo, it could be 1 million in that. You see, in this new era of the African in the diasporas and so forth, claiming ourselves, you would have to have at least 5% of support. You understand? To survive. Because it ain't going to work. That's the message that's coming globally, man. It ain't going to work. And people ain't turning their nose up at Muslims. That's why I'm doing what I do. You understand? Break that connection. You understand that disconnect nonsense, star. Allah give me oxygen and he give all the other people oxygen. Say Pan-African can't have a better oxygen than me. Marcus Garvey followers can't have a better oxygen. We all are the same. It's just that I ain't gonna go and do what you do. You understand? When it comes to you chasing women, or you don't, or you what you eat, and no, star. We have a code. We have a code that's given to us by Allah and sanctified by the Prophet. So we will stick to our code. And you deal with yours. You understand? But we will still be there as doctors, you understand? And so on. You gotta understand that part. And another thing to close this crap out. Spain. Spain wasn't just Muslims. Spain were Africans. You understand? Fulanis, everybody. All kind of African down there. Moroccans, everybody down there. You understand? But the institutions that were established, right? The Sharia that was established is Muslim. That's just to show you, well, if you really learn the thing properly and stop being so divisive about Moors, this, that, and so forth, you learn something. And it's 850 years we were there. We were there developing infrastructure, institutions, the whole shebang, star. Seriously. Not fighting. At the end, yeah, Elizabeth, what's her name? Them people, they came and tried to bloody our noses and so forth. And then our brothers in what we all today call Arabia and so forth let us down. When they was meant to come and back us up, you know what I mean? What they did, they stood in the sea. They stood in the sea. Then come on the land and offer their support. So we got beat up because the popes and everybody had enough of us now. They felt that they've accomplished so much. So they're saying, go back to where you come from. And that's what happened there. But the worst part of that you all don't seem to know about is that we were also transported to Mexico and Portugal. They didn't just say, get out. You understand? They corral a lot of us and carried over to that place that you will call Texas, you know, on that borderline where people are coming in and now from Mexico, right there. Then push we across this, and we went into Mexico and tried to survive over there. You know what I mean? hundreds and thousands of Africans that were in Spain. The Spanish did that, and the rest were in Portugal. And the Portuguese push a lot down to what we call today Brazil. All of this is what that happened. You understand? Serious thing. You know what I mean? So no matter where you turn, we're Africans. All that stuff about Native Americans, you know what I mean? This man, the woman liked that man and that man liked this woman. That kind of interracial breeding and relationship happened. What's wrong with you? You understand? We travel. So when you think of Spain, realize that we didn't walk to Spain, man. We did not walk to Spain. We had sea voyages that took us to Spain and took us back home. It wasn't that we didn't know where we're going, that we couldn't navigate. All these things you people got to understand us. And some of the nonsense that you all get to read, I don't know where you get them from. And your Google, oh my God, seriously, man. Seriously. The person who's put the thing in Google, why don't you call he or her name and find out if they translated that script from whom that was in Latin and then rewritten in English. Come on, yo, didn't you all go to school or universities? Seriously. You need to get this in your thick heads. That most of the sources that you're getting is people who have copied and copied other people. And they're people who have their own vindictive reasons to use words like Negroes, which wasn't used at some stage back then. All this black talk was never commonplace, man. So why do you all lash onto it? So it come like reasoning with you people. We got to show and prove that we are black and we got our ass kicked everywhere. It's not the case. That's why you need to visit Africa and even the Caribbean. It's when these people called European people come among us and stay for a length of time, then we start hearing gollywog, you black bastard, and everything. And we're looking at them like, what did they just say? What does that mean? It's them introduce this racial thing to us there. And then we want to take this back then, 500 years, 2,000 years. That's what we're doing. That's what we have been doing. Ease up. Ease up and try understand what language the Europeans were speaking before we came into Spain. Please at least do that. And find out what the Vikings, what language were they speaking? How did they communicate with one another? Please do that. I mean, come on, man. Yeah? And then when English arrived, right, how long did it take them to transfer from Latin to English? What did they incorporate and what did they dispose of? Come on, man, seriously. It's hard work. But you know what we've realized from Walter Rodney? Instead of doing all of that, we should spend more time trying to understand some languages and develop relationship with the continent. So hence when he led the way, one of them, and Burnham from Trinidad, and went to school in Africa, in Tanzania. Graduated there, and they became a lecturer, a teacher in the same university. Come on, man. Know something about us. You understand? And we did the same thing in Kenya and Ghana. Listen, man, we've got a great track record star on the continent. But to decipher the Caucasian and their illness, stop it. Stop it. Look what happened yesterday. Is it yesterday or 3 days ago? The Argentinians have been playing Brazil for a long time in this football thing. What did they do? They call them wogs, this, that, chimpanzee, all kinds of disrespectful, right? You understand? And it's become headline because of what? It's been happening for decades. It's nothing new. Now the same European is telling us that they feel aggrieved. Really? If they're so aggrieved, why the hell their countries ain't changed? It's a smoke screen. But the Argentinians have does that, and they did the other day. And how many of you do know that there's a lot of Africans in Argentina? A lot of Caribbean people in Argentina that helped the British in the second war, you know, the second time that them fight one another. Because it wasn't no world war. Stop that rubbish as well, right? You understand? And they would not allow our families, our relatives, to come back out. When they had the Falklands, we tried, you know. But Tasha and Queen Elizabeth denied them. So they're still there. Generations of them. Yes, they're still there. Oh, matter of fact, what's my brother's name? Jay. Yeah, a lot of my ancestors, my family come from they were taken into Panama. You understand? A lot of them. One of my great grandfathers, you know what I mean? My grandmother come from Panama. Yo, here we go again. Buddha! Here we go, Januel. Yes, Q, you can't play with me, you know. You hear what I'm saying? And that was in the 60s, you know. You understand? That was nothing to do with we are shot some bull across America or anybody. We just make people understand that reggae is on the scene now, man. Because it was ska. It was mentor, ska, blue beat, rock steady, and then reggae. Come here.
In the ghetto, ghetto, in the ghetto, ghetto, in the ghetto. I was born and raised in the ghetto. I was born and raised in the ghetto.
You know why that's important to me and to us, right? Poverty, yeah? As what them call we working class. Them call that them name the American, them name the England and everything, yeah? A poverty, them put we in. You understand? So that was suppressive. You understand? So those areas now were ghetto areas, you know what I mean? So we have no choice but to embrace it. You understand? Seriously, we have no choice, right? We live on housing scheme and all of these different things, tenement yard and so forth and so forth. So, may I make my brethren them remember and reflect that a ghetto we come from. So everything I try to do is make them realize, say, watch out, even though me as a Muslim, I not forget my upbringing, I mean I forget you, I mean I disrespect you and disregard you. Understand? So you all over the America now, I don't know about Harlem and Ray, right? But if you really, really invested your time listening to your grandparents and everything, you know it's a ghetto. You know it's a ghetto. So here we go again. Jano, come here. Big tune, you know. I know say that we not forget with mothers, and we not forget with daughters, and we not forget our females. We love them and we have to respect them. So listen this song here. Listen this song. Serious thing, man. Listen.
You told me,
oh gosh, man,
that you would leave me here in tears. Now you gone, I see that.
Yo, you see that time there? I was doing an apprenticeship in electronic engineering. You understand? And after 6 months, them give me a position as a test engineer. So I had a desk with an oscilloscope and everything, you know. Yo, you are a simmy man. So now me take John Holt. Me take John Holt, 1,000 volts. In a work with me now because he's a big boy. Got an apprenticeship and everything. You understand? Me have day release, I go college and everything. You understand? But I was quite bright when it came to electronics because that's what I promised my grandmother that I will do. You understand? And I really was fascinated and intrigued by these things called radio fusion. Cause most of the time we think that there was somebody in that little box. And then we realized that there was nobody in the damn box. We want to find out how that voice get in the box. Okay. So, you know what I mean? So we just pursue that now. And this album here, you understand? Me christen myself, me baptize myself, right? Me take my home into work. You understand? So where this record now was on my father's blue spot, me take it to work and put it on their turntable. You know what I mean? Hook up the turntable and the desk them give me and everything, and put 2 speakers in the background. And I entertained myself whilst I was working. And the boss of the company and everything was intrigued. He never said, yo, what is that? Now, if you look on the album scene, you see a Rasta man with them dreadlocks and then 5 lions, right? 5 lions is around him. Now, for people them that call me Gallywag and Backbass and everything, that frightened them. Just the cover made them afraid. But when them hear what come out of this cover on the turntable that I have on the desk that them give me, now they're like, wow. You understand? So from a tender age, I was weaning people to be hospitable to us without saying a lot. Because when them listen to the tracks, they're like, wow, what do you call that, mate? You know, mate, what's that? What? Right, so we say reggae music. Yeah, okay, right? And that's a true 1,000,000% accurate reflection of my journey. Okay. I'm going to answer that question, don't worry.
You told me,
yeah,
that you would leave me here in tears.
Sisters, man.
Now you gone, I see the tears. So darling, I sing my song.
Yeah, you want to see lunchtime, you know? Everybody shouting, Arvel, play the music, play the lunchtime, you know? I mean, I have to go get something to eat. You understand? So I won a lot of hearts, man. Cheered. I mean, not me, but John Holt to me. Yes, now, here go. We'll get serious now with the ghetto. Listen this here good. Listen good, man. Listen good.
Now
Newton.
Yeah. Living in the ghetto into a tattoo. Living in the ghetto into a tattoo.
See, and now you have to go to studio now. You have to find some musician them, and you have to find like $500 and everything. You know what I mean? And pay them the players of instruments and everything, and you get a sound made. You understand? Yes, Star. Hey, listen, Star. You don't know our journey, man. Yo, come, Echo Minor, come here. Come here.
Living in the ghetto.
See, you can't play with we. We write our own script, Star. Stop being so ignorant at the same time. You understand me? And don't play with us, man. You understand? We're natural human beings. You understand? Just like you. Don't play with us.
Living in the ghetto. There is no healing. No healing. No. Living in the ghetto is not easy. Living in the ghetto is not easy. Sometimes we have to go to bed hungry. Sometimes we have to go to bed hungry.
You hear that? You understand? Sometimes we have to go to bed hungry and get up a morning and everything hungry and still travel to school. You understand me, man? Joke Star. And a man come call with coconut and melon pickers. And in the America where him family was picking cotton. What kind of thing that, man? Stop trying to disrespect Caribbean people. Yes, create division. We don't want a division. Stop it. Respect.
Special request to all the ghetto people.
Listen. Special, you know? Listen. Simon, you know? Simple Simon.
Bang bang bada ding bang bang bada dang bang dang.
Simon.
Bang bang bada ding bang bada bang bang. Ay. Man me go down in a the ghetto.
Simon.
Ay. Me mother and me father lot it poor. Ay. Me pass up me GCE, oh Lord. Ay.
See, and not the other boy, you know. A Simon that. You see? Not the other one. We wanna work with him again. Come here, Dennis.
Yeah, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I and I all the days of I and I life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord God, Rastafari, forevermore. Jah!
Rebel.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, you want to hear that again? And that come out to the Bible, you know. We are rebel with the cause as Rasta youth. Come here!
Yeah, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou
Dennis
preparest the
Emmanuel
table
Brown.
before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I and I all the days of I and I life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord God, Rastafari, forevermore. Jah! Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Rebel with the cause. Listen.
I'm a rebel with a cause, just because of that cause that Babylon caused. Yeah, I'm a rebel with a cause, just.
Yeah, you see, for our music, now you're not going to hear no cuss bad word in our music. Now, we not work with that, man. We call it culture. See? So this is Rastafari music, you know, serious thing. So here we go again, you know, Willie Williams. Listen good, listen carefully, listen keenly. Yo!
You know what happened? The fashionati, compassionati.
Can't stop us from doing what we want to do. You see? Listen.
I'm unhappy with your cause just because
Yeah, man.
of the cause that Jaja comes. Say I'm unhappy with your cause just because of the cause that
Willie Williams, you know.
singing. So Lego me and Babylon.
Rastaman.
Why don't you try and understand who you can't erase the history. No, I was brought here in captivity. Names change, identity too. You
People.
couldn't take away Jehovah. We know what you gonna do, what you gonna
To do.
I'm not with your cause just because of the cause
Big tune, you know.
that Jaja cause,
Meditation.
that Jaja cause.
Willie Williams.
Fashionati,
Him come from
come
America.
on, fashionati,
Yes, Yankee boy.
fashionati,
Choo choo.
come on, fashionati. See, your books were written to try and fool I.
Yeah. So right now we got Burning Spear. Burning Spear right there now. At this point in time, him there Kenya. You see? He's there Kenya now with the Naya Bingi. You understand? Of Kenya. You understand? And the Euro of Kenya. You see? They love with bad. Yeah, Burning Spear. Come here.
The road is so foggy. The road is so foggy.
Winston Rodney.
My way is long, but the road is foggy. My way is long, so long, but the road is foggy. My head never sway, my heart never lit, I never have no fear from within. My head never swell, my heart never lit, I never have no fear from within. Know the road.
See? Different feeling, different aspiration, different musicians. I mean, come on, man. We're full of it, man. Hey, yo. Burning Spear, continually. Don't mess with children, down by the riverside. Yes, listen.
Don't break this heart. Don't break this heart. Don't break this heart. Don't break this heart.
Listen.
Down by the riverside. Down by the riverside. Oh, I love a girl. All I know, I love a girl.
Yeah, you hear them something there? You hear them something there, man? You understand? You think say a joke, we joking. We're not jokester, and we not smoke badness. You understand? And neither we inject ourselves in foolishness. You understand me? Seriously. Yeah? A man go up the hills and sit down, yeah, next to a river, stream, and reason with them brethren, see? And watch nature, watch the birds, feel the breeze, you understand? And smell the aroma of and the nectar of the plants, you know, the mango and the banana and everything about the place, whatever is near. You understand? Take time out and think. You see? Yeah. Cool off yourself under the shade of a tree. You see? Yeah. Why is there a reason, you know? Sometimes you just take the pencil out and start write. And sometimes it don't work like that. Start sing. Sometimes start chant. But something happens. You understand? Seriously. That's how we grow. That's how we do what we do. You see what I mean? over and over and over again. You see? Okay. Now we're being polluted by different peoples, but we'll get there. We will get there, and I will break that down one of the days, but we're there, man. You understand? Come here, Spear. Okay, Spear, you just show them. Come again, come again. Now, what you're actually experiencing, yeah, you can call it an evolution, I don't know. But we have been able to upgrade ourselves with instruments. So as the instruments come in, you know what I mean? And the musician then feel joyful with the fact that them have better this and you understand? The sound gets wider and it, you understand? It change. You see? But it's still reggae. You see what I mean? So sometimes it is the players of the instrument them that have the instrument, and sometimes it's the studio that have some instruments. And you understand? So we fuse everything. You see? So what am I saying that for? Or we cooperate. You understand? Or we reason we cooperate and we do good things. Now people that try to interfere with her or something, and you have this thing called dancehall, and that's what the Americans do. And we really not deal with that. You know what I mean? Them Casio, this, that. It's artificial. And look at the behavior. See? And the frequency have changed. The frequency have changed and people react a different way. The mood and the motion is different. And that's what's hurting us as African people in the diaspora. It's found its way into our musical genre. And then it comes with all this vulgarity of things called videos and whatever them have out there. You understand? And we didn't kick it. But we have followed you people and want to be on the billboard, want to be in Rolling Stones, want to be in all that stuff when on a we thing. Now, many of our young people are signed LGBT consenting to be in America. So we're selling our souls to get ratings. And you understand? And next thing you know, one of we Rasta man them is going to be seen in a dress. Watch and see. Oh gosh, man.
Birds that is quiet. Foxes in the old. Man at his peaceful race. He have no way.
this one now, when this one had first come out, now me play it on dub plate in a Pan-African celebration at one of the universities there for the Black Union, the African Caribbean Union and everything. You know what I mean? The people them hire me. I'm bridging them for put on a good musical experience in the program. You understand? And a burning spear me introduce. It was humbling, man, that so much new tune the spear had at that time. You understand? And the producer, you know what I mean, sent enough of them cross to me because we used to have a sound system and everything. You understand? Serious thing. So that one they call institution, you know. So now this one, you know, is a greetings to the world. You know what I mean? Pan-African greetings. Now listen good. The next three tune from this tune here and two more is a request to all American Yankee. And me I say that. Listen.
Yes, greetings.
Yeah, man.
Yes, greetings.
Acho.
Black Jah. Come from Africa.
Teach them, Spears, teach them.
Black Jah. Come from Africa.
Tell them again.
First black man was from Africa.
Yes, greetings.
First black woman was from Africa.
Yes, greetings.
Black Jah.
Yo, that come off a sin hands. That's this. Yo, that countryside I sit on. You see? That's where that come from. So people that want validate us, stop it, man. You don't qualify. You just create mischief. Mischief makers. Can somebody be a Pan-African and a Black African? Yo, that's a ludicrous. Listen here. Pan-African is what it says. African. We are dark-skinned, black-skinned peoples from Africa. See? You don't go Africa and you look upon your family there, your brethren and sister, and say, yo, are you black? It just doesn't work like that. All of these things are derived in the West among these sick-minded people. See? We're human beings. And the continent is called Africa. And the population are Africans. See? So you don't go to China and look upon a Chinese person and say, yo, are you Chinese? What do you call yourself? Are you Mao or Chongqing? No, they're Chinese. You don't go to Vietnam and look upon the people in them, Japan and say the same thing. You have to say to yourself, are you Chinese? Are you Japanese? 'Cause, you know what I mean? Obviously, the similitude. But we don't do those things. This Caucasian implant into our consciousness is wanting us to have all of these isolation and separation and everything. Which logical sense does it make? My brother is an African, Pan-African. And the next one said that he's not African. He's an American. He can be a Pan-African too. It's just that he want to define himself or herself as an American. Then there's another one that says, I'm an African American, right? Them can be Pan-African too. But if they're making the distinction that they do not want to have anything to do with Pan-African, are there some of them that said, watch out, I'm an American, I'm not no African American. I'm a black American, I'm not no African. Then we have to say to ourselves, wow. Now, they're the people that we're supposed to have some innings with, humble innings, and try to find out where did it come from? Where did that mindset of theirs come from? So we have to have a kind of a hospitable reasoning, not debate. That rubbish that's running in America, I don't understand. Debate, no debate. Reasoning. Because each one teaches one. We want to understand where they're gravitating from, and we would like to present our gravitation. Because what we do not want is to splinter ourselves. So I have to accommodate my black American, and I have to accommodate my American that do not want to be African American. Now, if he's telling me that he's native and he's Cherokee and so forth, I'm still going to reason with him and her. Because from the gene pool, we can see and accept that. Why? Breeding, interbreeding. But if they want to use it and say that they derive from America, they have nothing to do with being part of the captive people that came through transatlantic slavery or even the Arab slavery, then I'm saying, well, hold on a minute. See? So we keep reasoning. Now, if it's going to cost me every week $100 and something because I'm entertaining them in a restaurant speaking, then my approach is wrong. We have to do this jointly. It's not, I am there convincing you of nothing. We're both trying to learn. So, first we're going to sort out the expenditure for the evening out or afternoon or what, the food. Because I'm not going to stand at one street corner and bellow and you bellow and no. I'm too old. And I have no time for them kind of foolishness. It's not, you know? And I don't want to debate. Why am I debating? Debating what? And then you're going to use alleged sources to discredit ourselves, but I'm thinking it's going to be enhancing me? Really? Yo, that caused division. And that's self-inflicted division. Nonsense. But if a person decides that, yo, I'm not a Pan-African and I'm not African-American, and they stick to that, fine. It's their prerogative. But if they're going to be hostile and arrogant and ignorant towards me and my family, then there's a problem. I want to know why. If them turn around and tell me, say, that I needed a blood transfusion or some plasma from them, and they're going to refuse me, yeah, I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that because how did you become so ignorant? And why are you taking that position? What's the cause of that? So I have to make you understand we're both walking the same mile. Yes, I'm not going to tell you that we're both experiencing the same thing, because you should know that. I'm not going to try and convince you because we're both looking at, we have the same pigmentation, the same melanin and so forth, and the same hostility from the police, from the system and everything. You know that. So what is it that's clouding your mind that you need to divorce yourself from me? You need to tell me. If you don't like the way I look or I live or I speak, tell me that. But don't generalize and say that you are disconnecting yourself, divorcing yourself from the greater. No, you can't do that. I won't allow you. I'm not going to fight you, but our reasoning and my hospitality, yeah, should be enough. Now, if you want to tell me that when you meet Margaret and Michael and Ray, they treat you a certain way, I'm going to tell you you're a damn liar. Because you've been looking for signs to create this division. So the female that you've married or you got relationship with, allow her to be free. What do you mean, brother? Said, you don't want her. Find someone like you. Someone that has the same ideals like you. And you may see a grin on that man's face if it's a male that we're reasoning with. You may see a grin on his face. Because he's been living this disjointed, warped mentality. And most of the people that he surrounds himself with, he feels comfortable with them and he likes being with them. There's nothing wrong with that, but he has to have that perception. He feels he has to have that perception to be included. Now, he's not standing and trying to build a house on a rock. He has no idea. So, I'ma build him house upon sand. Don't have no idea. So, with patience, tolerance, we can help each other. But we will have this. Why? Because the consensus forms that came around, a lot of people turn around and put that they're not American, or they are American, they're not African American, or they are black, or they're not black. And you think like, wow. So these conversations needs to be had for us to understand how this kind of mindset came about. Where is it leading? It's disjointing. But am I going to be one that says, listen, you cannot come to Africa. And I don't see you as a Pan-African. I don't see you as a Garveyite. I don't even see you as one who cherishes or have respect for Martin Luther King and Melike Shabazz Al-Mawali, Malcolm X. No, it's not for me to do that. Why is we spend time together and we have these valuable conversations and exchanges? I want to know what you think about these people. Seriously. Because I hold them in high echelons. But what do you think about them? Not because I hold them that you need to hold them. Because when I tell you about my beloved, Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon the Prophet of Al-Islam, you'll be like, well, nah, I don't want you to start cussing Muhammad. I don't want you to start shouting out Muhammad's a pedophile. I don't want you doing that. So I'm coming with nobility and humbleness. So at some point, I'm going to tell you that this is my liberty, Muhammad Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Huh? Yes, the Prophet of Al-Islam. And you'll be like, but you said you have this thing for Malcolm and you have this thing for Martin and you have this thing, Vernon Johns and right and so forth. And Vernon, his name doesn't even come up a lot among a lot of these new wave brothers and sisters. He's he was the torchlight and the lighthouse that Martin Luther King took over from, the organization, the ministers of priests or what, pastors or whatever they call themselves, removed Vernon and put Martin Luther King in that position because they felt that Vernon was too revolutionist and he was going to hurt their cause. Only because he wanted us to be self-sufficient. And he took land and grew crops, raised crops, and sold them outside the church. While he was also a minister of the church. Because he was not treated in a store, and the people in the area where they resided were not treated with respect and dignity. And he thought, okay, then we have to start doing for ourselves. And leave Mr. European to himself and herself. But all of a sudden, some complaint went someplace, and they deem him to be troublesome, this, that, the other, and they got the young Martin Luther King. And this is Vernon Johns. So if you study Vernon Johns and see what he's been through and what his journey was, and now you got this thing about, can a Pan-African be black and not black American and all this? All that stuff came up before, centuries ago. Vernon says, are you not comfortable with who you are? On the pulpit, are you not comfortable with who you are? Self-explanatory. Look at yourself. What do you look like? Are you Caucasian? Shit, what do you look like? And that's Vernon John, one of my heroes. You understand? Serious thing. So, Jay, you're too bright. So that's not applicable to you. And I can't say most of the people that you deal with, but that's one that you don't waste one brain cell on. And you know that. I know you know that, because when I listen to you, you're aware of these things, but you just that you're in the space where people tries to redefine themselves and so forth and so forth. You know what I mean? I mean, tomorrow, at some point, you may come into contact with one of my daughters. And she may be socially attracted to you from an intellectual point of view, and then become attracted to you as a man, and vice versa, and so forth. So because I espouse to Uganda and Tanzania, will that be a hindrance to you? And because she's Bantu from Uganda, would that be a hindrance to you? Because now she's multifaceted. What is that? She is African. I mean, sometimes we have to really stretch the thing and say, wow, my life is it that I'm living it for other people's expectation, or I'm comfortable with who I am in the way my evolution came about up to this point. I strive for excellence in life. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told the Prophet to teach us, to strive. Human beings, not Muslims. Muslims are human beings. All human beings are Muslims. We're meant to strive for excellence. Simple. Allah didn't create us with all these deficiencies and everything. No, we strive for excellence. All human beings. Yes. So where we going now? America. Come here. This one called education. Yo, this is a big, big tune enough for me mother. Hey, mommy, come. Take off your shoes. Yeah, come in the kitchen, man. Take off them slippers, mommy. Come. Cause we are gonna dance this one, yeah. Myself and you and my brother. Come, mommy. Yeah. Education, this is entitled, you know. Mighty, mighty burning spear. Rasta burning spear.
You know, this is the third time now since I asked your mommy not to beat you so hard. Oh, don't let time man down. Yeah.
Listen.
Mommy. Please don't beat the little children so hard.
Mommy.
No beat them so hard. Ease up, mommy, ease up. Good evening, mommy. Good evening. Good evening, mommy. Good evening. Mommy, good evening. Good evening. How was your day in school today? It was good, mommy. I hope so. Teacher said I should tell you, mommy. According to my work, I can take private lessons, mommy. That is very good. As long as you can keep up the interest. Yes, mommy. I will try my best.
See, 'cause we give thought to what we're doing and how we produce and what we are saying, and to inspire, to, you know what I mean, enhance, and to give people them some kind of comfort from the hardship of being in poverty in the ghetto, and the hardship of work, and you know what I mean. So we are look for with natural surroundings and respond to them in kind. And that's just one artist, and others do likewise, but them see the government, and sometimes them see the madness of the man, how them act and react towards themselves as man and man, and sometimes how them react to the females, you know what I mean? So reggae is a protest as well as an informative, you know what I mean? Reggae wide higher, you understand? So where does this fit in as a Muslim? Of who we culture? It's who we culture, you understand? So that's it. I can't take it to the mosque, and I wouldn't even think or conceive to do that. You understand me? But it's our culture. So we just stay in the parameters and everything is good. Now, in relation to the broader spectrum of Islam and sounds, then we're meant to be the vocal and the dumb. Right? There's a few other instruments that we are told that we can use. You know what I mean? But when we investigate ourselves in that, you see that Music has a hypnotic feature and resolute in it. And then now we look and see the noise that's meant to be what is called dancehall, and the frequency has changed. Not that we're looking for signs, but the frequency changed. And how people act and react with that. All I do now is go and dance. And me I play, or my cousin I play, or someone like us. And then the next DJ, maybe a female or a male, and then play some dancehall. And one part of the audience is going to act and react a certain way. And then you sit here and say, wait a minute, what brought that about? And what brought that about is the frequency and the fact that they don't know how to present themselves. And if females that like that stuff were dressed modest, then them take the clothes and do certain thing with it so it become ranchy. Now you have to stop them people and say, wait, what made you do that? Now we can't do that. I will look and sit here and say, wait a minute, how the hell that happen? I will make that happen. And we are respectful people. But as the years of this thing came around, people that jump off speaker box, tall thing out a tree, in the middle of a woman, and all kind of nonsense. You see it? And then the people then bring the pole in at the island, and then the people them have dance and them get the pole in at the dance, and females come and utilize this pole. So instead of us being who we are, we've adopted other people's them thing, and we don't feel a way about it. But we have these lawless boy them that we know graduated and everything and live America and play with that American fallacy and fantasy about the place, and them spend them dollars promoting that decadence. The drinks and everything. Somebody said them have birthday and them have Hennessy and everything, and them wet them from them head to them toe. The woman I do that to the man, and the man I do that to the man, and all this kind of nonsense. And so much woman them want to show him say that yes, you know what I mean? And them do a whole heap of thing. Right there. So the dignity and the privacy and the shame, them just knock it out of the way. But I'm telling you what I've got to see from man and man them that video these activity. And that's something I go to. And that's something I go take any form. You know, I not go raving. You understand? As a Muslim, you know, I not go raving. It's on this station, I try carve out something to make make the rest of them say, watch out, we're not far from you and you're not far from us, but Selassie is not God and rare, and so forth. Right? And them know that. Because they've been looking for the book of the seven seas there, the seven of repeated verses. But some of them, as modern time come and certain things are available, them just move that and gone somewhere else. Because it was Maccabee, the book of the seven seals, right? And so on and so on. You understand? So we just invite people to our home and see how we govern and live and everything. And one of the things we preach is that soon come now, You want some clean, decent women. Mind what wanna do. Cause when I lose on a head, I want a hand. Simple. Mind what wanna do. You understand? You had the opportunity. And when I go on a certain way, I know you want to come say about, yo, no. A lot of people, them want to eat good food. You understand? Most Caribbean people that go buy halal. Now they get for understand that them grandparents them used to slaughter animal that way before. I mean, we have a lot of things in common, the social etiquettes and everything. Right? But the rest of the duties them in relation to that which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, right? We remove that because some people, you know, the embracement of Christianity and the theological education, whether a person is Christian or not, the theological education that we've all received in school and everything, right? That's what it done. So we give Jack his jacket because Jack did that, right? We didn't have no substitute. And even today we don't have no substitute. As much as we speak hard, right, as African people in the diaspora, we don't have no substitute. But as Muslims, we have substitute. My son has just gone to school. He's gone to Islamic school, doing some A-level math revision. And when right, my daughters are qualified already and working. One is in the Arabian area. Is it Dubai? Not Dubai. It's one of them places. She teach maths and English over there, sir. And me, I'm on water purification for the continent. And we have agriculture, we have farms. Me and one of my brothers, them from Sudan. So let's, I think, African Americans to stop the talking and start contributing. So this tune here is for America, brethrens. Listen good and listen carefully. Now jump out of your skin. Stay as a meddling person, because there's nothing that she can do. Forget the titles, man. The title is that you're an African. Yeah. No, not you. We are. Right? You understand? And I am a Muslimin. My wife, my children, everybody. And we're contented. We're happy, man. Yes. See over here, I'm a joker over here. You know what I mean? But I'm still serious. God, a war. I use the rhythm them to attract the people in mind, make them know the path and the journey that I undertook. You know? Not too no fault of my own, but it's part and parcel of the roots that my grandfather, my father, my grandfather, my grandmothers, and everybody took. You understand? So there's nothing dissatisfactory about it. Serious thing. It's God. It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that will have to say that to me and to us. You understand? There we go. And I've never had a partner with God. Listen.
How we gonna shout it out? Shout it out loud and clear. Shout it out loud and clear. Tell them that we are free of it. Shout it out loud and clear. Free from wicked minds. Shout it out loud and clear. Free from misery. Shout it out loud and clear. that we are free again. So free again. Free from wickedness. Shout it out, loud and clear. So free from misery, so free from misery. Loud and clear. Go tell my brothers, go tell my sisters that we are free again. Shout it out, loud and clear. So free, free again. Shout it out, free again. Shout it out, loud and clear. So what a happy day when I reach the land, holding hands in hand, singing a peace song. Freedom, freedom, Lord, free again. We gonna shout it out loud and clear. Tell them that we are free again. Shout it out loud and clear. Free from wicked man, free from misery. So free, so free. Shout it out loud and clear. Run, go tell my brother. Run, go tell my sister. I and I is free. So free. Shout it out loud and clear. Free from misery. Shout it out loud and clear. Music. Heartbeat. Yes, greetings. Yes, greetings. Black Jaw, Black Jaw. Come from Africa. Black Jaw, Black Jaw. Come from Africa. First black man was from Africa. First black woman was from Africa. Black Jaw, Black Jaw. Come from Africa. Black Jaw, Black Jaw. Come from Africa. Greetings, Africa. Yes, greetings. Greetings, Nigeria. Yes, greetings. Greetings, Zimbabwe. Yes, greetings. Greetings, Kenya. Yes, greetings. Greetings, Ethiopia. Yes, greetings. Greetings, Addis Ababa. Yes, greetings, Africa. Yes, greetings. Yes, greetings.
One thing I don't understand. Have so many black people in America. Have no intention or no respect for the culture. I wonder why, I wonder why. But anyway, I'm on love. I'm on love, I'm on black brethren. Yes, greetings. Yes, greetings. I'm on love, I'm on black sister in America. Even though they say that I'm a Yankee. Never, 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 never mind that. Me brethren.
See,
Never.
we don't make no punch pass we buy, you know. You understand? Even though you call yourself Yankee, it's still my brethren and sister. Sure, come here.
Have so many black people in America. Have no intention or no respect for the culture. I wonder why, I wonder why. But anyway, I'm on love. I'm on love, I'm on black brethren. Yes, greetings. Yes, greetings. I'm on love, I'm on black sister in America. Even though they say that I'm a Yankee. Never, 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 never mind that. I'm a brethren. Yes, never, never mind that. Yes, I'm a
Yeah, you're gonna say that we stole them bars from one another. Well, is that what's gonna happen? So we are say guidance to Ghana, you know what I mean? Willie Williams, we are say Willie he reside in the US, you know what I'm saying? He's a Rasta youth. A youth, you're not a youth, he's a Rasta man. So come sing this song here. The sun is shining, man. Come.
Shining, shining, oh, sun is shining in my soul, yeah. Sun is shining in my soul. There is music in my soul. Sun is shining in my soul. I chant a songs unto the King today.
Yo! Hold up, man. Run that. Willie Williams, you know?
Shining.
Choo-choo.
Shining.
Choo-choo.
Oh.
I'm an African.
Shining in my soul.
I'm a melanated African. Oh.
Sun is shining in
I'm
my
a universal
soul.
African. Oh.
There is music in my soul.
I'm a black African. Oh.
I chant a song.
So is my wife, you know.
Unto the King today.
Yes, Bantu.
I've got something I wanna say. There's a sun deep in my heart.
Willie Williams, black African man too. Rasta man.
So I'm a saying,
sun is shining.
The sun is shining.
Choo-choo.
In my soul.
Choo-choo.
Sun is shining in my soul.
Tell him again.
There is music in my song. Sun is shining in my soul. Give it up.
Church. Sister Aisha. Sister Aisha is from Uganda, you know? Marcia, my wife. Oh, gosh, man. One of my wives. Oh, God, Marcia. Shining.
Every day, eternal.
Yeah, you see, Marcia embrace Al-Islam, man. Marcia for my daughter. I love her so much, Marcia, I tell you. Marcia embrace Islam, I would say, lovely. You understand? She don't embrace Islam and follow me, you know. She embraced Islam because she examined, you know, and she read, and she traveled, you understand? And she feel comfortable within herself. And then when she reflect, she see that her family, everybody, live that type of way without realizing or, you know what I mean, giving it a title and everything. You see? Now, she's always been very, very modest, you know? Yeah, Marcia. So I love her mind, you know? And when we needed secretarial work and everything, she just lend her service all the time, star. She beat all the rest of the young women, them. You know what I mean? Marcia, man. Yeah, joke. You see? And the more we try to pour on Islam to her and everything, she just says, soon come. So we have say guidance. Come here, Cocoa Tea. Yeah, what you wait for?
From 1957 to 1999, long live the name of Dennis Emmanuel Brown. Dennis, you gave us reason to carry on this work, and you'll forever be here in our hearts. Unforgettable you are. Yeah. The world was saddened and broken-hearted when they heard that you have passed and gone, but yet your wonderful work still lives on.
Yes, Coco, me I tell you, man. So show them, say, who's the roughest. Yes, yeah, hold up, man. Hold up, Dennis, we are doing. Show them who's the toughest and the roughest. You know what I mean? No bluff. Because we conscious, you know?
Don't try to test. You know that I'm greater than the rest.
Teach.
Don't you ever test. You know that I'm greater than the rest.
Out.
'Cause anything that you can do, I can do it better. 'Cause I'm the toughest. Anything that you can do, I can do it better. I am the toughest. Yes, I'm the roughest. I can do what you came to do, and you'll never try to do what I do. 'Cause I'm the roughest. Oh yes, the toughest.
Yes, Coco, cause them know that already, man. Everyone have them space, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so Charlie Chaplin, come here. Yo, we not work with pastor, you know. You see, the scripture supposed to have shepherd and fishermen. Now, a shepherd have to be vigilant and be responsible, see, and to be accurate. You understand? A shepherd. A fisherman have to be patient. A fisherman. See? So those people who call themselves Christian and them have all these TGJ and all these different people, they're missing it. They're not pastor. They're not pope. There's none of them something there. You're either a shepherd or a fisherman. So the qualities of a fisherman is patience. Patience. See? And also have to be vigilant. A fisherman. Because they will see the signs. They will see they won't see the wind, but they will see the gathering of the clouds. And they will see the rain. They will witness the rain coming. A fisherman. So if any of you haven't been in the ocean, before you say what kind of things to go out there and experience it yourselves. And if you haven't had the opportunity to go on the sea course, spend some time on the sea course and look across the ocean. And you will learn a lot just by standing on the beach or on the hilltop and view the ocean. And maybe you get privilege that rain is coming and you'll see the rain across the ocean coming into land. You will see it. It's tremendous. It's a good visual sight and experience. So don't criticize and reject. See that. So a fisherman, Isa alayhi salam, came and showed one of the people who followed him why they should not be so argumentative, be dejected, and everything, because he's a fisherman. But when him not getting a fish and everything, him get miserable. So Isa showed him that the length of time that you've been a fisherman, what have you learned and what have you experienced? Why have you ignored your schooling? So you all can see that allegory that Isa asked him to do what he's doing, where Isa got up in the boat and stepped out the boat in the water, in the sea. But he asked him, he told him, and he asked him to give him his hand and do as he's doing. Now, Isa did not look down, but he found himself standing on the water next to Isa. Isa has his hand in hand, and he looked down on the ocean and trembled, and all of these things happened. Now, he started to sink. But through Isa's holding him, he actually held him up and commanded him to obey instructions again, to which he did. So he stepped back into the boat. Now, that's an allegory. But you want to say, are you telling me that Christ was standing on water? Yes, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's permission. But you have to read what he said first and understand that he was teaching, instructing to that disciple, well, they became disciples, what he should have learned. and stop getting so hot-headed and everything else when he don't get no fish. And then he was also saying some things that shouldn't have been said. Because when he get fish, he's thankful. When he not get no fish, he's not thankful. But sometimes he's blaming God for his alleged misfortune. The fish didn't want his bait. You understand? So you have to be patient out there, sir. You understand? Seriously. Maybe his time was wrong when he went certain place. The fish them gone another direction. But he didn't have to tell much to the shepherd. Only that he needs to understand, appreciate, and live what he's doing, what he's being responsible for. See? He's responsible for the flock, which is us. Has to be vigilant. Has to be upright and honest. Have to be sincere. The shepherd. What shepherd have we got? We got pastors, so-called pastors, and bishops and all these people in what is meant to be a church, looking for more than their wife. They got wife already. But them see Sister Martha, and Martha is a young 17 or 18-year-old girl, and the pastor feels that he should be blessing everything because he's the pastor for him church. Then he comes up with these highfalutin nonsense that he had a vision and the Lord told him to consecrate Sister Maxine and Jennifer and everybody. Lie. But he's behaving like Paul that became Saul, or Saul that became Paul, a persecutor of the followers of Christ, because he come at the time when Christ gone. Him don't know nothing about no Christ. It's the Romans that knew about Christ, but couldn't find him. So the next time I come, I go down to the Christ, Isa alayhi salam, and Africa, still on the Pan-African, and that trod, because they're linked, they're very significant. And it's also causing disturbances among people. You know? So Charlie Chaplin, come here.
All the gift of joy is eternal life, but the ways of sin.
Yo, Rasta Chaplin, Charlie Crucial, Rasta Chaplin, come here.
All the gift of joy is eternal life, but the ways of sin is death. So the more the wicked man live, and the more I might go for. And I know everything that glitter is gold. Dedicated to the young and the old.
Chaplain.
Why the people they live like crab in a hole?
Chaplain.
And the government with food money trading fake gold.
Go on, Charlie.
Say sing it to me black brother.
Chaplain.
Say sing it to me black brother.
Chaplain.
Bibo. Say if you send your little son, go to the shop.
Chaplain.
With that $20, say come here saving, go take up some stock.
Charlie.
Say if him stay long, when time him come, you broke up him back.
Bibo.
Now Toby's come from foreign, stand up one side, you must expect him face a go drop.
Why, Charlie?
You make me liar, neighbor. Take me name, put it on light poster.
Oh gosh, man.
But one Sunday morning, she witness that why me commit a dangerous act.
Chaplain.
So sing it up, me black brother.
Bibo.
Eh.
Chaplain.
So sing it up, me black brother. But you know, unintelligent, unexperienced is not sufficient.
Chaplain.
You can't expect the youth to grow distant and in don't grow in your presence.
Chaplain.
Don't stop roam the street at night time and tell me about your tense, your tense.
Bibo.
You better listen, chaplain, parents. You better act with some sense.
Charlie.
So sing it to me, black brother. Lord have mercy.
Yo, Chaplain. Yes, my brethren. I'm a brother from a different mother, Jay. We're going to exchange connection because I work with a thing called, what we call it? Skype. You know? So we will exchange the Skype connection and everything. And then we give the world a conversation. You understand? Yeah, a conversation. And, you know, because you're a person that deal with the intellectual side of things. And, yeah, I urge you this morning because I lost you. And I did get to see that we call it TKO, right? He might do something else. And I felt that it was you all together. But then I get to see that him might run something else and so on. But you're a genuine person. And it's a lot that keeps tripping you up with things that this brother has been saying and doing, you know, and not you go after him or nothing like that. You know what I mean? And yeah. So this day when I checked to see if you was around and not the games or whatever the situation, whatever was happening, because you took a holiday. You was explaining, pointing out, and trying to make the brother check certain things. And you wasn't lambasting or throwing aspersions or nothing, right? And that's the quality of a person that's a human being, that's respectful, and you come from a respectful background to my estimation, you know what I mean? And you could have said like the other people them, you know what I mean? Make that fool stay there, you know what I mean? And you didn't do nothing like that. You just send that olive branch out there, some information, and say, yo, check this, right? So I love that, you know what I mean? And then I had things to do, you know, so I wasn't on it, you know what I mean? And then I have to do some exercises and everything to keep the body functioning the way it really should. So I was gone, you know what I mean? So a little more, I will go and have, I know I see you, you know what I mean? I will go and see what your conclusion are how far you went with helping projecting something for TKO at the same time and so forth. And you do justice with your work. So, you know what I mean? You just don't go search things for the sake of searching things and grabbing. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know you that way, but I'm saying I gather you don't do that. You know what I mean? And your searches and things that you bring out there is just you, right? You and your brethren and your sister, it's just you. You know what I mean? I can say that you're unique in terms of what I've seen on the internet, and you know what I mean. I'm not swagger on the thing, but in relation to America and people trying, right? You're just there, man. You hold that space very well. So I say, Jay, yeah, we will come to a link, but Skype, you have to download the Skype on your machine, you know what I mean, and then you just call things time, and we did it. Unless you do it and you just send me your link, and I'm up, you know what I mean, and yeah. Vice. So we send this to you and your brethren, your crew. Right? This for Jay and his crew. Round table. Yeah, the round table. Yeah. It's a big tune in it.
This is the cry of a people who were robbed and raped from their homeland and their loved ones. A people stripped of their culture, their dignity, their liberty, and their rights. And by the cruel and presumptuous hands of the colonial and imperialistic slavers, were carved into the West, where for over 400 years they have toiled and labored, and with their blood, their sweat and tears and hands, they have built the great city of Babylon, only to be paid with the wages of the taskmaster's torture, and death.
You see it there? We hurt people. Come here again. This is factual for the Pan-African. Come. Brother, don't get frightened, Use your hips. Yeah. Let the rhythm hold you, Our reggae music, it doesn't abuse you. It schools you.
We've been down in the valley much too long. We've been down in a poverty oh so long, yeah.
Don't let the bass line frighten you.
In captivity.
Work with it, work with it.
Much too long.
Yeah.
We've been down in humility and oh so long. So rise and shine and win your liberations. For now's the time when all nations must be free. So rise and shine, restore your strength and power. Waste no more time. Remember your history.
See, at that way I say, man, we can't keep go around spill milk and everything and create all kinds of different problems for ourselves. And we have children, we have wife, we have family, and we want freedom, we want to enjoy the world. You understand? This misery that these Europeans and everybody are continue to create and everything. And no way. You understand? The Almighty never create us on the earth for misery and striving. No, star. It not go so. So we say guidance. You know what I mean? Guidance. Things and times, we out of here.
Strongest of the structures in the time. If you have strong faith, you will stay alive. If you live with love, you shall survive. Things and times are rough.
Guidance, we're gone. Yeah.